Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have what I've been melting the first half of October. So I'm talking the 1st of October to the 15th of October. And as you can see, I kind of changed up my background a little bit, getting ready for Halloween. This is probably what you're gonna see. I just kind of threw this together. It's my usual display back here, except I took the pumpkin out and put the trick-or-treat cauldron in the back. Just used the lights that were already around the wreath, stuffed it inside the cauldron. Of course, put a little bit of, I guess, what is this, spider webs, but it kind of made it look more like fog. And I found this at the dollar stores, like, you know, do not cross tape, but with cats, because of black cats. I love black cats. I love all cats. And of course, I have my original Bath & Body Works Halloween luminary, but there's a root candle behind that. So anyway, moving on. That is why it's kind of changed up a bit. So just to keep it all in frame of cameras back as far as it goes. All right, so we will just start this right now with the one candle that's completely empty. And I quite enjoyed this. It was on the border of being a bit too strong, but I did enjoy it. The Perfect Autumn. Now this is it's got some spice in it. It does look a little bit dingy. It actually smells great even right now. It looks a little dingy, but really it was a great candle. There was little to no sooting. I would say because of the spices, it was a borderline too spicy for me, but I did enjoy it. I wouldn't buy any more, but I actually quite enjoyed this. And I would actually hesitate to say that this would be the perfect autumn candle for the end of autumn, going into the winter season, because of its heavy spice sense to it. Because autumn or October I tend to find, and autumn, the first day of autumn is actually September 22nd. But I find that those are like apple months, and this definitely has an apple in it. There's just a lot of spices involved. It's not an apple pie or any of that. There's no crust note, no bakery note. It's got kind of a cider scent to it as well, a bit of an apple cider. I really liked it. I would highly recommend it if you like that kind of scent. I enjoyed it, but I'm glad I burnt it, did not chop it up. I burnt it, but I probably wouldn't purchase another one. So that's just me. But there you go. And I'm still trying to, this is a Throwback Thursday candle, so it's actually got its own playlist, Throwback Thursday or Bath & Body Works. And it's only because I walked it to my hood under my stove, or over my stove, and blew it out, and that's why it was at one point pulled out, and that's why it's all wacky around here. That's me, it's not the candle. Again, this is the Throwback Thursday, another one of those candles where it is burnt really well. That little schmutzy spot on the back, that was actually me, because I had the crappiest, I think it was on its last legs, a lighter, that I literally had to like bend. And anyway, I torched or scorched a bit of the side on the lighter. That has nothing to do with the burn, nothing to do with Bath & Body Works. That is all Kim. But again, this was a Throwback Thursday. There is a review on my channel, Throwback Thursdays, which was a couple weeks ago. It's really nice. It's a bit heady for me, a bit green. Again, I'm glad I got it, something out of my comfort zone, but once I burn through this, I probably likely will not be buying any other. This is an older candle. So it's Autumn Spiced Wreath, also known as Welcome. So anywho, I know that a lot of people, when I posted that, a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I think I would like that. And if you do like the greenery and then some of the fruits and spices behind, then I'd say you probably would like that. I would think that that might be what a craft store might smell like when you walk in, like a wreath, like greenery, and then some of the spices like cinnamon and so on. So that's all I can think of. And then we have another Throwback Thursdays candle. That's taking forever to burn. This is taking forever to burn. And there's another one coming up. There's also Throwback Thursday that's taking forever to burn. Like, they're such slow burners. So this is DW Home in the Halloween package. They called this one Monster Mash, but it's black tobacco. And it's really, really nice. This was just the Throwback Thursday that we just completed most recently. And although, as I mentioned, again, there'll be a better review on my channel. I burnt this a lot. It doesn't look like I have, but I burnt it throughout the whole week. But I had some short burns in there because due to my pager going off, I have to blow out the candles before I leave the home, of course. So there was a few times like that, but this thing just burns so slowly. But the nice thing, and don't ever worry about DW Home one-wick candles, it looks like it's going to tunnel, and it's slightly tunneling now, but once you get to a certain point, it just sort of all slides down, and it's totally fine. I've never had an issue. I don't think I've had too much of an issue, I don't think. I've burned a lot of DW Home candles. So this is on my DW Home playlist as well as my Throwback Thursday playlist. So there is that. And then this one here is also still burning. This one. This is like one of my first Throwback Thursday candles for fall. This is M of WG's Whiskey, and it has this really cool like skull on it, and you can sort of see I've gotten pretty far. If I were to look at this right now, where would I say I am about? I'd say I would be about right here. So I've got quite a ways to burn, and it's such a slow burner. There's not much of a scent throw to this one, unfortunately, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. So it's just how it is. Okay, so then we have, oh my goodness. Okay. So Canadian Thanksgiving was Monday, I want to say the 10th of October. And so I did a lot of pumpkin that weekend. So I had chopped up, and just so you guys know too, I don't chop up my candles that are pre-burned, like they've already been burned from Bath & Body Works or any candle company for that matter. Just so you know, once it hits puny wicks and it gets kerosene, normally it's less than 50%. Unfortunately, I don't have the same policy, I guess, where I'm from as to some other places, even in North America. Once you pass the 50% mark for a Bath & Body Works candle, here or lower, and then that's when I normally get the puny wicks and the kerosene smell. I can't take it back. I tried taking mine back, but they say no, you have, in my store, you have to have it above the 50. So regardless of what people say on this video, that's just how it is in my Bath & Body Works. And so anywho, what I'm trying to say is all these chopped up ones are full on never burned candles. So they never had kerosene or issues or burn issues, but rather these are candles that I really love the scent of, and I don't want the kerosene to hit. I don't want, because I can't get some of these scents anymore, not the way they used to be. So because of that, I like to chop them up so I can have them for a lot longer. So this was a 14.5 ounce candle from Bath & Body Works, pumpkin carving, and this is just a straight up pumpkin. And what I like about this pumpkin carving is that this is like, it's pumpkin. Unlike every other vendor or every other like Walmart wax, this is just pumpkin. There's not cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, any of that stuff added to it. It's just pumpkin, which I love. And you can do really great blending things with this, I would imagine. I didn't do that this time, but that's something I might have to consider down the road, I think. There's that. Then on our Thanksgiving here in Canada, this is the OG. This is the one and only. This is the original pumpkin pie candle that Bath & Body Works did a few years ago. And I bought a few, and this is all that I have left. And I chopped it up. And this literally, now I'm not a pumpkin pie gal. I don't enjoy pumpkin pie. Pumpkin cheesecake, I don't normally like it. Like, you know, I'll go to people's homes and I'll have it because it's normally what's there. And I'll try anything once, right? And it's not like I hate it, it's just not my favorite. If there was other options, I would have the other option. But this, my friends, I love the smell of pumpkin pie, which is odd. I'm not a pumpkin latte person, whatever, but this smells just like the filling of that. This was hands down probably my favorite pumpkin scent that Bath & Body Works has ever done. It's a perfect blend of bakery, like the crust, a little bit of spice, and actual pumpkin. It smells like you've cracked open that can of pumpkin guts and you're gonna put some spices in it and throw it into some nice homemade crust. Oh, it smells so good. And this one next, also a 3-wick candle I chopped up, always reminds me of my friend Brenda. Pretty Polka Dots, Sparkling Pear Riesling. Again, I don't have any more of this. I don't think I do. And so I chopped this one up because, again, it's a favorite of mine and I wanted to be able to enjoy it for a long time. So anyway, there we go. Love this. There's a really nice, like, not fizzy note, but there's a sparkling-esque note to it, like a champagne type scent, and then a pear And I know it's not, champagne isn't a Riesling. A Riesling is a type of grape, actually. And champagne is only called champagne if it's purchased in Champagne. No, in Champagne, France, basically. So anyway, I really, really enjoyed that. Again, I have such great throw with my chopped up candles. Again, that's why I do it, because for me, some of these scents never come back, or they haven't come back in years. And I'm so thankful that I'm able to use this and continue to use it year after year after year, or until they get they bring out the new ones. And I also don't feel that these lose scent at all. Like, hands down, these smell just as good as the day I bought the actual candle. All right, so on to some wax melts that I melted but did not complete. I have only one of these left. Oh my gosh, my friend Ramona, she sent me these Pumpkin House Cafe, these little gingerbread men. This is fabulous. Okay, so she sent me this, and there was an odd number in here, and that's why there's one left. Because I always put, it was 2, 4, 5. This must be 5, the 5th one. I saved it. She gave it to me so long ago, but I saved it because I really wanted to melt it in October because of the Pumpkin House Cafe. It's a really lovely pumpkin coffee latte type scent. Again, I love the smell of these types of things. Don't necessarily eat the pumpkin, but I love the smell. This was really good. Thank you so much, Ramona. Your recommendation on this one was absolutely spot on. I would recommend this to anyone who likes coffee, anyone who likes pumpkin, and if you like both of them, you're in the money. All right, a staple in my house. This is a big old loaf that I bought a long time ago. This is lavender coconut milk from Zeep, and this is what I have left. And I melt this in my bedroom. This is what I love from the bedroom. I did melt a lot of this in the summer, but I still really, really like it. It's just a really nice, smooth, creamy lavender coconut scent. I love it in the bedroom. It's just beautiful. So I would also recommend this. I think she has this still available on her site in clamshell form. So I would definitely give that a shout or try if that's something like you would think you might like. Oh my God, another favorite of mine. This is a BAM bag full of Mystique from Super Tarts, and it is pink sugar and shaving cream. And my friends, this is beautiful. This blend, I don't know why. I absolutely love it. I think it works really, really well. I melt just one of these little, this is a BAM bag, so but there's tiny little cubes in here. I literally, with Super Tarts, I know I don't need very much and I get a big throw. So a little tiny little square like that, I put it in my warmer in my bathroom or the warmer in my spare room. And the amount of throw that I get from that is absolutely ridiculous. And I love the scent. I would actually consider, I don't know about a super pan, but a sidekick might be really cool. I think that would be really cool for a sidekick, or just a couple BAMs. I would definitely buy this again. I did have this in clam form before, so this is a repurchase. So I do enjoy that very much. All right, on to the things I actually emptied. We have a Walmart wax. This is where I found, now this Glade wax and the wax melts, I find where Glade is sold in your Walmart. So in my Walmart, it's separate from all the other home fragrance because that's a totally different area in the store. But rather, if you go to get Glade, like plugins, spray, whatever you want, generally you will find their wax melt section there. This one's in cashmere woods. There's no scent, no description on here, but it's just a really sophisticated, mature, oh, I'm trying to open this for you. I had this in my bedroom. One of these cubes are very big. Oh, why don't you want to open? They're very large cubes. And yeah, it's got a perfume note to it, but not, it's like a real heady perfume. And you can mix it. So if it's a bit strong for you, mixing it with a cookie crunch or something like that, that would go really, really well with this too. So if you're not quite sure if you'd like that, I would definitely give that a try. This is from Super Tarts as well. I went through the whole, this is so good, you guys. This is probably one of my favorite. This is from the Jaws collection. Super Tarts Brody's Bounty, which is blackberry preserves and Jaws. And Jaws is sea salt, fresh air, seagrass, sliced plum, and sweet pear. This is probably my hands down. Oh, I can't say that. Nope. I'm going to reserve my comments, I guess, for down the road. This is one of my favorite Jaws scents. And I melt the Jaws scents, any of the blends or Jaws itself, in my bathroom. 1 cube at a time. Again, super tarts, little goes a long way. Generally with her wax, it could last a really long time, but because I have so much wax, I don't keep it until it's gone. Like I basically change out my wax. When I work, I should say when I work, on work days, I only put in wax at nighttime. On my days off, I change it once. So in the morning, get fresh new wax, and then about midday, I take that wax out and pop in the evening melts, if that makes sense. So just to give you an idea. So there you go. I would absolutely repurchase that, and I would definitely get lots of that one. Mandala Melts Pidgey. I don't even know. This is a Pokemon or cartoon or something that I'm too old to know what this is about. I don't have kids either, so I don't know. Satsuma oranges and fresh laundry. This was lovely. I definitely say for, you know what? For, like oranges and laundry. It's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar to Super Tarts. Oh, what's this pickle from Twilight? Jasper. That's White Clouds and Satsuma. This is really lovely. It battles nicely, and I mean battle in the best way I possibly could, between the orange and the fresh laundry, because they're both scents that are very strong on their own, but they do really, really well. That was very, very nice, even though I can't say the name. All right, this one is a standard. I love it. I wish I could get it here in Canada, but my friends in the States are amazing, and they send me this, and I love it. It's Sugared Lavender Twist by Better Homes and Gardens. It's only in the US. As far as I've been told, it's supposed to smell very much or a dead-on dupe for Aquilina's Pink Sugar. So even though it's got lavender, you know, it's amazing. And I melt this strictly in my bedroom. Better Homes and Gardens Stormy Autumn Night. Melted these in my, was in my bathroom. That's right. Oh yeah. I actually like this one. It had a men's cologne, but fresh. And it definitely reminded me of the evening. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if I hadn't seen, like, Night, if that's just psychosomatic or something. But it definitely is enchanting. I would say it's a very enchanting scent. And I would definitely be, like, that picture evening. Totally. And I don't know why. And the word right here might be doing it to me, but whatever. It was really good. Again, US only. Can't get anywhere else. Yay, yay. You know how it is. Oh yeah, oh goodness, I have other things. This is straight Jaws. Remember I was telling you there's Brody's Bounty, which was Jaws mixed with something else? Can we get, there we go, sort of. Can we, really? Sort of. Anyway, I'm sorry guys about the blurriness. This is Jaws, which is sea salt, fresh air, seagrass, sliced plum, and sweet pear. Again, 1 cube at a time is all I need. This was purchased in a D-stash. It was a little bit older. You can sort of feel it in here, but it's so good. That does not mean anything bad to the wax at all. It just means some of the oils have seeped through, but that does not take away from the strength of this thing. It's very strong. Either Jaws and Jaws blends, it's polarizing. Either people love it or they don't. And I don't know what else to say about that. But anyway, one of my staple favorites. I love cucumber and melon. Why aren't we focusing? There we go. I love cucumber melon. And this is actually one I can find in Canada. My Walmart sucks. I want to get stuff for friends, but I have nothing good. Anyway, this is always so good. And again, another polarizing scent. Some people don't like cucumber. Some people don't like melon. I like both. And this is beautiful. And it was kind of giving me summer vibes, you know, because anyway, I just love that. I could melt that any time of the year, really. This is called October Rain. I obviously pulled it out because it has the word October in it. It says cool lemons, bamboo, and dew. And actually, I would say in this order, that's exactly how or what I smelt. Now, I found this time last year in a big bin in my Walmart, and I know a few other of my Canadian waxies, throughout the country, they felt the same way. They're like, oh my gosh, there's the bin, and we just like all kind of went on our bin dives and found all these really great scents that we've never heard of here in Canada. And like, look at the packaging, like it's totally different from what we know. So obviously this is something that was going to be discontinued, but this is really, really lovely. And it was orange in October, and it was actually quite lovely. I've never seen it again since, and I don't know if I'll see it again. So I don't know. Hidden Cottage had me befuddled. I don't know what the word would be to use to describe this. It does not smell like coffee whatsoever on cold. In fact, it smells like, I don't even know. There's definitely a perfume note to it. But sometimes when I walked by my warmers, I was like, is that coffee? No, it's not coffee. But then it would go away. Like, it was just like the trigger in my brain was like, ooh, coffee. And it so isn't coffee whatsoever. I have no idea how to describe this, except it's definitely more of a perfume, but non-floral. It's sort of a manly / women's perfume. This one's really, really hard. I lost for words, adjectives, and so on. I really don't know. It was lovely. I haven't seen this in our Walmarts. I probably had that for like 2 years too, so haven't seen that around for quite some time. All right, I gotta pick up the pace here. One of my staple favorites from the Bathing Garden. If you guys love the Bathing Garden, I would definitely get Sleepy. Sleepy is absolutely fantastic if you like pink sugar, peppermint, and vanilla. Now, this is a blend that or a blend like that a lot of vendors do, but I love, for some reason, I really, really, really enjoy the Bathing Gardens. I think their blend is better, in my opinion, of course. So I love that, and it's I use that in my bedroom as well. And this one I use in my bedroom too. Mummy Mademoiselle, and this, oh, I hiccups so bad. Candied rose jam, sweet sticky saltwater taffy, and creamy white vanilla. This was lovely. There was actually a tanginess. It doesn't say tangy at all anywhere. Maybe it was a saltwater taffy, but there was a tanginess to this that I really enjoyed. Yeah, there still is. I think it must be the saltwater taffy. Really enjoyed this, and I don't feel that vendors do enough tart. I've said this before, probably this time last year, like tart cranberry, you know, not sour, but just nice and tart and tangy, you know. But that one was tart and tangy, and I really enjoyed that. And I think they do have that available, or they did. This was part of the Bathing Gardens Halloween collection. All right. Whew, gotta keep on going, guys. This is going too slow. I'm going way too slow. Okay, we've got two. It pained me to melt these, you guys, but and she hasn't restocked anything on her website in a few weeks now. But these are both from Sugar and Spice Gourmet Soy Candles. And this one over here is Blackberry Lemon Curd Chai Tea. And this one here is Sweet Lemon Pink Peppermint. Or Sweet Lavender Pink Peppermint, which is similar to Sleepy, but without the vanilla in it. Beautiful. I've had these for quite some time, since this time last year. It's absolutely gorgeous. Little goes a long way. I know she's going through whatever she's going through right now, and I can completely respect that. But man girl, man girl. But goodness gracious, I have literally a foolscap page of blends I want to make, things to repurchase and things like that, if she ever does open up again for customs. So love her to bits. Little goes a long way. I actually really enjoyed this Blackberry Lemon Curd Chai Tea. Wow, totally surprised me. I'm thinking that there needs to be a Lavender London Fogs. Who does a Lavender London Fog? I'm thinking that would be really good. I love drinking those Lavender London Fogs. Also, I've had a lavender white hot chocolate once. They should do a scent like that too. Lavender white hot chocolate and a lavender London Fog. Yum. I'm digressing. So Coffee Shop, this is from the sampler from Zeep in coffee cake, espresso, vanilla cake, and cinnamon swirl. I split this in half and melted it on one of the mornings I had off and put them in 2 different melters. And this was beautiful, very yummy, very sweet, but I definitely got the espresso, and it's the nice cinnamon. It's like the sugar dust, or like a cinnamon sugar dust that you would, you put on top of your lattes, or and not a red hot. I really did enjoy this, and it did throw really well. So I'm kicking myself for not purchasing 2 samplers in her coffee. Oh well, next time maybe. And Ramona, oh my goodness, again, yet another wax that Ramona, my friend Ramona Talk here on YouTube, recommended to me. She gifted me this. This was simply divine. Ramona, if you're doing any more customs in the next like month or two, I would definitely order a lot of these. I would. So let me know if you're doing customs, girl, and I might jump on that bandwagon with you, even though I'm trying to be good. So this was beautiful, and it's just exactly, it's this Destination Wax Banana Walnut Torte. So good, you guys. Oh my God. It's just buttery, torty, like a little bit of walnut. It's not overpowering. It's not overbearing. The banana is perfect. It's not Runts banana. It's true banana. It smells like, you know, and I mean this in all the best ways because it brings back great memories. The Girl Guide cookies back in the day when all you got is a box of, at least in Canada, a box, and half your box was chocolate cookies and the other half was vanilla. It smells like that yummy vanilla, the vanilla center. Oh my gosh, it just smells so good. And I get the torte, I get everything. This just smells so good. Very well done, Rebecca. All right, let's get right into these last few things. I went through the rest of Southbound Soap's Pink Lavender White Cake. This is actually one of the few lavenders that I actually can tolerate from Southbound. And I mean that not in it being mean. I love Southbound Calico. I love their wax. Just a lot of her lavender to me is too herbally. This one happened to be very sweet, but then again, there's pink sugar, there's white cake, all this, that, and the other. The scripture says pink sugar, lavender, vanilla, and creamy white cake. So that probably all helped to blend it all up, and it was gorgeous. Loved it. This was, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I have to say, I've had some Zeep for almost a year. I received this, and I held on to it. I got it in the beginning of October 2017, and I held on to it for the whole year because I wanted to melt it this month. And I know some people, and I totally don't discount those who have said that they don't get any throw after a certain amount of time, but let me tell you, maybe it's just a blend. This is Halloween Town, which is hot cider, autumn leaves, and haunted houses. This is going right now in my warmers. This is so strong. Super sweet, very strong. Loved it very much. And this is another one. Caramel apples. Again, it could be the blend because apples are very strong. Caramel is fairly strong. This was from the same order. So October of 2017. Held on to it. Was two very large size jack-o'-lantern melts, which I split in half each time. So a total of 4 melts I got out of this. Very, very strong. Like unreal. And I really enjoyed it because I was more apple than caramel, which I enjoyed. Mandala Melts Slytherin. This was really, really nice, and it's described as key lime pie and marshmallow fluff. I got key lime, which was great because, again, I love those tart scents. So I really, really enjoy this. And this is a Canadian company. And another one from her, Mandala Melts. This is Adventure Time. And let's see where my little... Oh yeah, Lord of Misrule, Lord of Misrule and Marshmallow. This was lovely. Lord of Misrule, anything, I'm all about it, except for the Lord of Misrule. I'm not a big shower cream fan from Lush, but I love the bath bomb. Professor Dumbledore, also from Mandala Melts. This is raspberry peppermint ice cream. Definitely the peppermint came out creamed out with the ice cream, a little bit of raspberry, but I love it because of peppermint, so I liked it. Another Mandala Melts, My Little Pony. This was such a cute melt too. Peppermint meringue cookies was really good. I split this up in half. This is a fairly large melt, split in half. Did really, really well in my home. I quite enjoyed it. Last but not least, Zombie Juice Honey Pear Cider from Rainbow Melts. This was poured in August of 2017, and I've said this before, Rainbow Melts, less is more, and it lasts forever. I could probably melt this in 3 years' time and probably get just as good a throw as I did this time. Again, I love the fact that she's got the name of her melt, the descriptors of like the blend itself, and the pour date. Fabulous. Can't go wrong there, and I love that melt as well. So you guys, there you are. That is what I've been melting for the first half of October 2018. As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.